back to Carson Tate's video log. We're here in sunny Provincetown today, and I have here Robin Silverman.
Hello.
Hello. And so why don't you, I talked with you last year in Palm Springs, and when I talked to you, Lemon Reef was not out yet,
right?
But I'd heard you read from it at the library, and I was very intrigued just by the opening scene. But now I've had a chance to read the whole book, and man, masterpiece. I mean, you know, just a masterwork in writing from point of view and a love story, not in the traditional way. And so,
thank you.
So here's my question: how would you classify Lemon Reef? What kind of a book is it?
I like to think about it as I guess I like to think about it as literary fiction, and I've heard some people describe it as a love story come mystery.
Yeah.
And was my favorite description, I think.
Yeah, because there's a love story, there's a mystery, there's just, I mean, it could be looked at as a general fiction book. It's just amazing. You're going to have a hard time when you're submitting it for awards.
I think general fiction category is most likely the category.
So tell a little bit about the book, and then I'm going to ask you a couple of questions.
Well, so it's a love story between two adolescent girls, and it's told in first person by one of the girls. She's now an adult, and she's involved in a mystery about the other one's death.
So you start out with a death.
And the mystery really is not so much who did this, but how it was done.
And I really like how you intersperse I mean, I'm not a big person with the flashback. You know, I don't think everyone handles that really well, but I really liked how you did it. So what was the most challenging thing about writing the book?
I think writing flashbacks is really difficult, doing the timelines so that people aren't confused, but at the same time so that it has an organic feel, and it can go by association or impression, which is how flashbacks ought to happen. And it's telling two different stories. It's really two timelines paralleling each other, so the present and the past, and it was a lot of work to interweave those. I
imagine. So what inspired this book? It's very unique.
A lot of things inspired it. Some experiences from my childhood inspired it. Growing up coming out as an adolescent in Florida, in Miami in the 80s, early 80s.
It's not a safe place.
Says it all.
Yeah.
And then also my current job is a job where I work with a lot of people who have experienced domestic violence, and I've been working in that area in some form or another for the last 25 years. And so some of the people who I've met, some of their stories have come through, and it is a kind of mix of a lot of different people and their experiences.
How long did it take you to write it?
I started when I was in law school. This was
because you know, when you're in law school, you pretty much do anything to avoid reading case law.
We had this conversation the last time, and so then I've been working full time, and so I've been writing it on the side, and so probably about about 10 years.
Okay.
Overall.
So do we have to wait 10 years for another one, maybe?
I hope not.
Are you working on something now?
Yeah, I've gone through a divorce in the last year, and I've been writing about it, and it's starting to take form as a story, and I'm going back and forth. I just recently took a trip to Alaska, and I'm thinking about making Alaska actually a location in the story. So it would be between San Francisco and Anchorage, and that's about all I can say at the moment.
That's totally fine. We don't want you to jinx anything.
Okay.
No, you don't even have a working title. What are you calling it? Do you have to call your manuscript things?
Well, I've been trying to think about a title for it, and one title I've been considering is "It Was Over Anyway." And you know, it's like sort of the classic line.
No one can have that. That's a good title. No one take that.
It's a classic line of like one, you know, that a partner says to the other partner when they're now leaving after they've been together forever and they've gotten involved with a third person, and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, the problem was with the relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right. So, what's your favorite hobby besides writing?
I do Taekwondo. Haven't done it in a little while. I know. I'm running. I do yoga. So mostly athletic
stuff. You're sporty.
I want to be.
You're sporty,
I try
Robin.
to be. I aspire to be.
I aspire to be sporty too.
Yeah.
I think about it a lot.
I don't know. You were pretty sporty yesterday.
Yeah, I was. That was my one sporty day.
That was awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, like that was it for the next 6 months. So, all right. So, anything else you want to tell your readers? You've gotten a lot of feedback, haven't you?
I have gotten a lot of very moving feedback from a number of people who have sent emails. I was just telling the gang here, a lot of people who have sent emails and Facebook messages telling me that what they're reading in the story resonates with their own lives, and that they appreciate how it does resonate, and also how it feels to them hopeful, realistic, but
Definitely.
hopeful.
Definitely.
So that means a lot to me. And also, I care a lot about gay adolescents, and I hope that I kind of hope that that's an audience that ultimately picks it up.
Oh, definitely.
We'll see.
Definitely.
But, yeah.
All right, so this is Robin Silverman. We're here in P-Town, and you can buy her book Lemon Reef. It's available everywhere. Everywhere! And you should read it. It's a really good read.
Thank you.
This is Carson Tate's Video Log, signing out.